We now continue with the Hard Times 10-Ball Cup. We are approaching match number 6 in the round of 16. My name is Noel Zarate, and today we will be featuring Marvin Pastor going up against Kenneth Arpilleda. Ito si Marvin, palayaw niya ay goy-goy. Tinatanong ko sa iyo kanina kung ba't naging goy-goy ang palayaw mo. Paano nangyari yun?
Hindi ko din po alam.
Yun lang, di ba? Pero ito si Goygoy is 21 years old. Nakalaban na niya sila Efren, sila Django. Ngayon, nandito ka na sa sa round of 16. Papasok na quarterfinals itong ating Hard Times 10 Ball Cup. Ano naman ang pumapasok sa isipan mo na nandito ka na finally sa Sharks?
Kinakabahan po.
Kinakabahan. 21 years old. Tignan natin kung yung kaba na yan ay matatranslate sa isang panalo kontra dito kay Kenneth Arpilleda. Of course, if the last name is familiar, anak po siya ni Victor Arpilleda, isa sa mga matitindi nating bilyarista dati. May pinayo ba sa'yo ang tatay mo bago ka pumunta rito makipaglaban sa araw na ito?
Ano lang po, laro lang.
Laro lang.
Galingan mo.
Oh, ito mga to, papunta na pong pro, ang level nila. Let's see what they can do. This is match number 6 sa ating Hard Times 10 Ball Cup. Marvin Pastor versus Kenneth Arpilleda. This is match number 6 in the round of 16 of the Hard Times 10 Ball Cup featuring Marvin Pastor versus Kenneth Arpilleda. We're glad you're joining us once again. This is day 2 of the, technically day 3 of the competition. Day 2 here at Sharks of the Hard Times 10 Ball Cup. My name is Noel Zarate alongside AJ Ong, and we have the battle of the youth right here. It is Kenneth Arpilleda in the blue shirt against Marvin Pastor. I don't know if you can call that blue, but Marvin Pastor is in the black shirt. And we have Kenneth Arpilleda, or Marvin Pastor, now on your screens. This kid is 21 years old.
21 years old. Hello.
Walang mic si AJ. Walang mic. And Marvin Pastor, they call him Goy Goy, 21 years old from Cavite City in the Philippines. He won the lag and he is breaking first. This is, of course, a race to 7 alternate break for the round of 16 and until the quarterfinals. We will have 2 quarterfinal matches for you later on as well. So a successful break here for Marvin Pastor. And he does have a problem getting to the 1 ball here.
And he may have to shoot or may push out here.
And the push out is done towards right behind the 2 ball. So again, we do have 3 more quarter or round of 16 matches to share with you today. Later on after this, it will be Jericho Banyares taking on Antonio Nicoy Lining. And for our final round of 16 match, before we head into the quarterfinals, it will be Raymond Faraon taking on Patrick Gonzalez. So the push out is returned to the 21-year-old Marvin Pastor, whose videos have gone viral going up against the legends Francisco Bustamante, Efren Reyes, and he beat them actually in 10 ball. Not successful. They're trying to hide the 1 ball from Kenneth Arpilleda. If the name is familiar, he is the son of Victor Arpilleda, among the contemporaries of guys like Ronnie Alcano and Alex Pagulayan when they were starting out. A little bit of jitters here for the 2 youngsters as Kenneth missed an easy shot on the 1. So Kenneth Arpilleda now looking at what could be an open rack for him. AJ, is your microphone working now?
Yes.
There it
Yun,
is.
okay na.
All right. So our Sharks fans have already assembled for
Oo
day 2 of the
naman.
competition.
We have Edward Hoffman, of course, and Jericho Banyares watching here with us.
Panday.
The Panday.
Yeah, he'll be seeing action in about an hour's time when he goes up against the great Antonio Nicoy Lining. So again, the makings of an open table for the 21-year-old.
Kanina may narinig ako parang kinakabahan daw siya. Sino yun? Si Kenneth?
No, this guy.
Si Marvin.
Marvin, yeah. Actually, when I did the interview, it was the first time they were ever interviewed on camera.
Really?
Yes,
So
both of them.
iba talaga itong tournament na to para sa kanila.
And just being here today makes a big difference already in the way they play. They are on their way to being pros. They haven't declared yet that they are pros, but they do have the skill set already. 21-year-old Marvin Pastor actually made it here by defeating another youngster, the 26-year-old Jonas Magpantay, to advance to this round. And Kenneth Arpilleda, of course, beat another youngster. Kenneth Arpilleda, being 28 years old, he beat another youngster in the person of 15-year-old Benok Regalario.
Wow, ang bibigat pala ng mga nakalaban nila dito. Ha?
That's right.
So ngayon, tatapat silang dalawa, Kenneth Arpilleda and Marvin Pastor. And ito, Phelps Decora, shout out sa iyo at maraming salamat sa laging patuloy na panonood dito sa Sharks. And also to Rudes Manok, San Diego.
That's right.
Aba.
Well, before you guys arrived here, I actually arrived a couple of hours before we started and got to go around the table here. I got to experience the two corner pockets, the one on where he's queuing over and the one opposite that. They are very, very sensitive pockets.
Yeah, so maselan yan.
Yeah, they won't take any errant shots. But the others are fine. So
pero masarap paglaruan nitong mesang to, di ba?
Oh, yes, definitely. That's the first time I actually spent a full hour, even more, on this table.
Ay, nako,
Just to
dapat
get warmed up
sinabihan
for
mo.
today. I was waiting for you. I thought you would arrive by 12. I was here by 12.
Kala ko kasi magpa-practice sila. So,
Well, they did. 10 minutes before.
10 minutes before we start.
Into the side.
I was supposed to say that this is going to be over, but the 8 ball stayed up.
That's AJ's plague, ladies and gentlemen. He thinks about safe to say, and these things happen. So now, 28-year-old Kenneth Arpilleda will strike first. Simple 10 ball here to give him rack number 1. This was on the break of Marvin Pastor. So if Kenneth makes this shot, which he does, he's going to break the serve of Marvin Pastor, and Kenneth Arpilleda will be breaking in rack number 2. Just to update you, of course, if you're just joining us, yesterday we did have 5 quarterfinal, or make that 5 round of 16 matches yesterday, and we had Ronnie Alcano prevailing over Aaron Reyes 7-4 to advance to the quarterfinals, and then a battle of 2 very sharp pros. Edgy Geronimo took on Lee Van Cortesa, and Edgy Geronimo won that one 7-5. And another battle that looked like it would have been the battle of the finals had they been in different brackets. Carlo Biado went up against Johan Chua, the bad koi against the Black Tiger, and Carlo Biado emerged victorious in that one, 7-5 as well. And then we had Brian Sagiped going up against the very experienced Jeffrey Ignacio. And Jeffrey Ignacio, the Cobra, went on to the quarterfinals with a win, 7-1. And that was also the same score of Francisco Bustamante going up against the youngster Mark E.J. Cunanan, the 23-year-old. So Francisco Bustamante, the legend, made it through 7-1, highlighted by a 5-rail bank shot in one of the wins.
That was sick. You guys should check it out.
Yeah. It was similar to what he did to Efren Reyes in the one-pocket showdown here, but against Efren, he did a 5-rail kick shot, which is probably harder. And this is also hard where Marvin Pastor has landed here. He needed to get to the 3 ball, and it stopped right behind the 4. So now he's going to have to either kick at this. Oh, the 2 ball is still there. Sorry, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
No wonder he was funny on the 3. There was still the 2 ball to be dealt with.
It was supposed to be a good break from... Sino ba nag-break kanina? It was Kenneth, right?
Yeah, Kenneth Arpilleda.
Oo, kaso nga lang the 2 ball just stopped right there.
Right.
It was supposed to be a good break.
Now this is actually looking good layout-wise for the 21-year-old. Now this table is where legends are actually made. Right here, there's only one table in this entire building, surrounded by cameras, surrounded by air conditioning. And these youngsters actually are here for the first time. Somebody even had to punch in the code for them because they didn't know how to get in.
Di nasabihan.
Yeah. And with very little practice time, here they are going up against each other. Marvin Pastor looking good to break the serve of Kenneth Arpilleda. Again, this is a race to 7 alternate break. The winner of this matchup will have the great privilege of going up against Francisco Bustamante in the quarterfinals.
Ayun.
And if
Anong
Marvin,
oras yun?
that should be tomorrow.
Tomorrow na.
Yeah. And if Marvin Pastor is fortunate enough to get through, he'll actually have a televised match against against Django. Rather, if you go to YouTube, you're going to see the highlights of their matches in 10-ball. Well, so far, so good.
Sabi ni Braddock Romeo, gandang laban to mga boss.
Bunch of youngsters there. We have, I think I
Yeah.
see a very long comment there somewhere.
It's from Cristino Luis Totanes. Yan, nagpapasalamat siya dito na may live tayo na pinapalabas dito sa Sharks.
Yeah. These are actually for the pros and the guys who are about to be pros, like these kids. 21-year-old from Cavite. He's going to be okay on the 10. Is he going to be okay on the 10?
Yeah.
Does not require the bridge. He's trying to reach over.
As much as possible, iniiwasan nilang gumamit ng tiririt.
And he's going to get the 10.
There we have it. Kenneth Arpilleda and Marvin Pastor tied up with 1 win. And up next, ating sponsors na papasalamatan. Siyempre, maraming salamat sa Bugsy Promotions, Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu, Aqua V, Mudcakes by V, V-Lugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao, Kikarex Kayanong ng Target on air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Bounce Apparel, Music Avenue, Vehement, all about the process, Dehadista and Llamadista Sports Bar in Timog, Quezon City, Outsville, Magic Chalk, JB Cases, Thoroughbred Layered Tips, Ropa Commercial, Billiard Planet, and Hard Time Sports Bar.
So now breaking here in rack number 3 will be Marvin Goy Goy Pastor. I was asking how did he get his nickname Goy Goy. He says he has no idea.
Wala siyang alam. So yan yung ano niya,
That's his nickname.
moniker niya.
No, that's his nickname, Goy Goy.
niya.
Goy Goy with the break brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. And the 1 ball is obstructed by the 4 for Kenneth Arpilleda.
But it seems like it would pass the 4. Not sure.
If there's some form of a cheat, maybe he can take it on.
Lusot nga itong uno. Yan. But fell a bit short on the 2. Could bank this on the side.
Yeah, that'll actually solve a problem because he'll have good position on the 3,
Yeah.
which passes the 6. So Kenneth Arpilleda. Bank shot is a miss, though. So it looks like a bank shot going the other way now. Or he may be able to thin
Yeah.
this in. Yeah, he can thin this in.
Got the 2 on the side.
And go around 2 rails to get good position for the 3. But he has to be where the cue ball is right now. Anywhere else, he might start thinking that the 6 is in the way, which is it's not. So again, great to
Play
have you
safe.
with us, guys. Oh, he's going to play a safety.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure if that's a safety, and I'm also not quite sure if kids nowadays are aggressive enough to take this on or play a safety, a counter safety. Because back in the day, you see a shot like that, I'm taking it.
Yeah, me as well.
Yeah. The kids now are more scientific, they're more methodical. And this was supposed to
Be
be
a safety, but it's
Yeah.
gonna sell out for Marvin.
Marvin Goy Goy Pastor.
At ito, marami nagpapa-shoutout. Si Nalds Caldo, rooting for Goy Goy. Itong si Marvin Pastor.
Goy Goy left that one. He's going to scratch as well.
Mhm.
They might have left an open table here now. There are no issues in terms of the layout. The 5 passes the 10, the 3 passes the 6, and the 8 is available in the side pocket.
Shoutout to Braddock Romero from Negros Negros Oriental pala ito. Negros
That's
Oriental.
where Dumaguete City is located. Of course, this kid, Kenneth Arpilleda, is 28. He is also from Bacolod City. That is the same province that, the same city actually, that produced Bubuit, Johan Chua. And his father, of course, Victor Arpilleda, made a name for himself as one of the pros that made waves for the Philippines back in the 90s and the early part of the millennium. His father, I still believe, is still in the billiards industry, working for one of the renowned billiard halls in the country. That would be strange, you know. You put the bridge on the table, but you're still gonna shoot it with your hand.
Ganda nagre-ready lang yan. Yan.
Yeah, we expect a bunch of quick matches here. We do have 5 quarterfinalists already. Later on in the quarterfinal stage, after our final 3 round of 16 matches, we will have Ronnie Alcano taking on Edgy Geronimo. That should be an even matchup. And then Carlo Biado against Jeffrey Ignacio, a couple of national team players going up against each other. And Kenneth Arpilleda doing very well here, going around the table. Ten ball in the corner. So it is. And back with us here for our continuing coverage of the round of 16 in the Hard Times 10 Ball Cup. Noel Zarate still alongside AJ Ong, broadcasting live right now as Kenneth Arpilleda makes a ball on the break, brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Times Sports Bar. And you can see that it is the 2 to the 10 right now, which presents itself as a combination because the 2 ball has nowhere else to go unless you cross bank it, which is kind of scary.
Yeah,
So he's studying this.
I think he's gonna take this. Papasayarin niya sa banda. Puntong dos.
Has he called it yet, though? Now he's called it. 2 to the 10. We could have our first abbreviated rack of this match for Kenneth Arpilleda.
And shout out once again to Braddock Romero, Jemuel Caringal, and Eric Boncaville. We also have Reginald Cabato here with us, Mr. Over and Under.
Mr. Kabatu, good afternoon. So unsuccessful there in the combination for the 10 ball. 2 ball is now seen by Goy Goy, Marvin Pastor. And he could actually play a 2-10. See how he deals with this. Missed on the 2, sells out the 2. And effectively might have sold out the table here because the 5 and 10 are not an issue. Comes up a bit short here on the preparation for the 4. She wanted it to be straight in so he could just roll in and get the 4 on the other side. Now he's going to have to get creative. Three ball goes into the side, no problem. But getting to the 4 might require 3 rails now instead of just a roll. And the 4-10, I'm not sure if the 4-10 combination is on. That's why he's studying how he's going to go around this. He has 2 options. Either go to the left of the 3 ball or go to the right of the 3 ball. He is electing to go to the right of the 3 ball at this moment. This will require 3 rails. Look at that. Is that a 28-year-old?
Batak ito sa labanan.
Yeah. No problem here. Getting to the rest of the balls. Just going to stop it right there for the 5. And Kenneth Arpilleda is on a roll. We've seen a couple of unforced errors from both players, but the one who becomes more consistent under these circumstances, bright lights, cameras, very, very cold place. These cold were there. It's not too cold where we are right now.
Yeah, medyo mainit sa taas, pero sa baba sobrang lamig.
Yeah. Of course, under the watchful eye of the legendary Coach Monching Mystica, who is our referee for the entire duration of the tournament.
Medyo napahina dito sa 7 pero okay lang.
Yeah, he could still roll this or make this crawl.
At ito, marami nagpapa-shoutout like si Aldrin Iringen, Rez Florendo, Marian Cajes, Boyet Belisario, Chris Natugil. And shoutout dito kay Con Pagdanganan who's watching here with us.
Of course, we'd like to say hello to our international audience as well as Kenneth Arpilleda missed badly on the 7, and this is going to give a gift to Marvin Pastor.
And we have Andrews Paredes Lumbes from Japan, rooting for Goy Goy. Itong si Marvin Pastor.
Yeah, Goy Goy's picked up a lot of fans because of his viral videos going up against the legends. I believe we have just gotten a Panday sighting.
Aba, andito na ang
The
Panday.
Panday has entered the building.
Waiting na siya mamaya.
Yeah, Jericho Banyares is here. And he's watching these kids at work.
Nicely done.
So this 10 ball is going to tie this match at 2 racks apiece.
There we have it. We are tied at 2 wins. Kenneth Arpilleda and Marvin Pastor. And there's our legendary coach and our acting referee tonight. I mean, this afternoon, Monching Mystica. And of course, we would like to thank our sponsors, Bugsy Promotions, Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu, Aqua V, Mudcakes by V, V Lugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao, Kikarex Kayanong ng Target on Air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Bounce Apparel, Music Avenue, Vehement, All About the Process, Dehadista and Llamadista in QC, Outsville, Magic Chalk, JB Cases, Thoroughbred Layered Tips, Ropa Commercial, Billiard Planet, and Hard Time Sports Bar.
This break is brought to us by Ropa, Hard Times, and Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts. Nothing on the break for Goy Goy. And here comes Kenneth Arpilleda. Again, their bracket in the round of 32 was a battle of youth. It's Kenneth Arpilleda, the 28-year-old, upending the hopes of 15-year-old Benok Regalario, while Marvin Pastor, the 21-year-old, was able to defeat the 26-year-old Jonas Magpantay to make it this far. Again, after this match, it'll be Jericho Banyares taking on Antonio Nicoy Lining. Unsuccessful there on the jump shot to get it into the side pocket, and another sellout, it appears, except the 3 and 7 are together, and the 3 appears to be only available in the same pocket he's shooting the 2 in.
And shoutout to Albert Suspenia, na kaibigan ni Maestro Monching Mystica.
Yeah.
And sa lahat ng mga bilyarista ng Alfonso Cavite, magandang hapon.
I guess they're all pulling for Goy Goy as well, because Goy Goy is from Cavite.
Yes, and si Sir Resty Umali Gurumauco is asking if Kenneth Arpilleda is the son of SEA Games medalist Victor Arpilleda.
Yes, he is.
That's right, sir.
Second generation.
And he's watching from all the way from Magdalena, Laguna.
Mhm.
And sabi niya, it is safe to say that we're going to see exciting matches here.
So this is a person who's logged in for the first time, and he already knows safe to say.
I'm not sure. Pero first time ko nakita mag-comment itong si Sir Resty Umali.
Yeah. Well, it's safe to say that we could be in for a long one in this rack, because let's see if he can address this 8-9 problem, or the 8 is not really a problem, just an optical illusion, because it looks to be wedged against the 9, or perhaps not. Yeah, the 8 could be available in the same pocket that he's shooting the 6 in. Yeah, now he's studying how he gets on the 8 from the 7. And in effect, where he's going to shoot the 7. Because if he shoots the 7 into the side pocket, then he can see the 8 where he's shooting the 6 now. So for that to happen, cue ball has to park behind the 7. But this time he will not elect to do that. He'll take the 7 in the opposite corner. So let's see what he does with this 8 ball.
Well, he could play safe here after the 7.
Yeah. A problem that was not addressed. It's not together with the 9. So I'm thinking it could go to the corner pocket where he was standing in just a few moments ago. Because anywhere else, he's going to have to play safe. Oh, look at that.
So, lusot itong
Yeah.
8.
That's the only pocket it's available in. Or at least that's what it looked like. Not quite sure if he's sure about it now. Yeah, it looks like it goes.
Oo nga, no? Ayan. Top view natin talagang
Yeah.
hindi natin makikita ron.
He's jacking up, wants to shoot the 9 in the same pocket as the 8. Actually, now he's thinking about running into the 9. Just taking in the opposite corner. Yeah, this is where the rack slows down because of this unaddressed situation. Now he ran into the 9
Yun.
and
Ganda
he'll
pa.
shoot it here. So good navigation here for Marvin Pastor.
This will be 3-2
Yeah.
in favor of Marvin Pastor.
And back with us here at Sharks for the continuing coverage of the Hard Times 10 Ball Cup round of 16. We have Marvin Pastor leading Kenneth Arpilleda 3-2. But Kenneth, with this break brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Times Sports Bar, we are privileged to have right now
Jericho Banyares
no less
here.
than Jericho
Yeah.
Banyares is here, and looks like he wants to greet his fans.
Hello. Binabati ko nga pala yung asawa ko, anak ko, lahat nanonood dyan. Tsaka yung mga taga Batangas. Si Lamara, yung bayo ko si Jologs, tatay ko, si Ilyo. Tsaka, manood lang kayo dyan.
Ayan. So that was Jericho
Short and sweet.
Banyares. Ating panday.
Oh, there's going to be a foul on that shot. Cue ball has scratched for Kenneth Arpilleda. So we will wait for that matchup. Jericho Banyares, of course, advanced to the round of 16 by defeating a 13-year-old
AJ
from
Manas.
Antipolo City. Yes, AJ Manas in the Battle of Antipolo. And he will be going up against Nicoy Lining, who took care of William Millares. We'll talk about that later on. Right now, ball in hand for Marvin Pastor. There is an issue at the table here. The 6 and the 9 are wedged. And this one appears to be frozen. He's going to try that. Yeah, he's going to knock it free
Nicely
now.
done.
Puts the 9 on the point, though. It's going to be a
Yun na nga.
problem later on.
Well, I think he's gonna figure something out along the way. Needs to take that 9 out of that place.
It's not on the point. It's just very near the point, as you
Yeah.
can see. So he has no problems with the 3 ball. May have to take the 4 ball into the side where that 9 is sort of blocking it right now. Oh, he is going to go way over, though. And he just created a problem. Total eclipse of the 4. That was a lot harder than he should have hit that shot. So he's going to take to his jump cue and address it via an aerial hit. Good contact with the 4. And doesn't really sell it out, although this could be a makeable shot for Kenneth Arpilleda. You can see the 9 is not entirely on the point, because if it was, he could use the 9 to put the 4 ball in. Or maybe he can. Maybe he can still use the 9. He does.
Yun.
Yeah. And that solves everything.
Kita pala yun, nakausli pala dun, no?
Yeah.
Malapit sa butas.
Yeah. I didn't think it was that close to the hole that you could use it to make
Yeah.
the 4.
Me too.
Yeah, no more issues on the table. So Kenneth Arpilleda is going to keep it close here against Marvin Pastor. Now all these balls are going to go into the same pocket. And he has just a little bit of a drift towards the 10. It's amazing the basics of these kids now, making it look so easy. We are now tied at 3 racks apiece. Kenneth Arpilleda and Marvin Pastor.
And we would like to thank our sponsors, Bugsy Promotions, Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu, Aqua V, Mudcakes by V, V Lugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao, Kikarex Kayanong ng Target on Air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Bounce Apparel, Music Avenue, Vehement, All About the Process, Dehadista and Llamadista Sports Bar in Timog, Quezon City, Outsville, Magic Chalk, JB Cases, Thoroughbred Layered Tips, Billiard Planet, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar.
Now we have the break coming up for Marvin Pastor, brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. The 10 ball is made on the break. But of course, there is no golden break in international rules of 10 balls. That's going to come back up.
Mm-hmm.
Problem here is that the 9 is obstructing the 2, so we could see a push out from the 21-year-old.
Pero mahirap ang push out dito. Masyadong benta tong dos.
Unless he pushes out to a
For
jump shot.
yeah, that's possible.
And that's exactly what he does. Kenneth thinking, why is he giving me this shot on an open table?
Depende kung kumpiyansa siya sa jump niya. Pero
Yeah,
yan, binalik
he
na nga niya dito
returns
kay
it.
Marvin.
I think Marvin likes the jump shot because this is the safety that he elected to do. Oh, that's a foul. Hit the 9. And Kenneth Arpilleda with what looks to be a practice rack. Usually we start the practice rack with the 1 ball where the 10 is right now.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like.
So parang ganito na nga.
Yeah.
Except that the 10 ball is on the spot.
No, the 1 ball's gone, so that's okay.
Okay, good speed.
He's still good.
Almost.
Some kill action applied on the cue ball. Gonna avoid the traffic to get to the 5. One rail over to get to the 6. A little bit of draw action. Hold for the 7. Even uses one rail. Yeah, that's what the practice rack looks like. These are the racks that AJ puts away in less than 2 minutes. Or one of our Sharks players named Dominic Consulta does it in less than 1. No, except for that.
Yeah, because it did not land straight on the 8, so he needed to bounce one rail off for the 9.
But the spin he used was the other way around.
Yeah, tinamaan pa tong 9 kaya nagkaganto.
Well, look at the thin shot here on the 9, but he leave it.
Yeah, he leave it for Marvin Pastor.
So all that hard work for Kenneth Arpilleda and Marvin Pastor just needs 2 balls to take a 4-3 lead in this race to 7.
With just one mistake.
And that's what these kids are going to have to develop when they decide to turn 100% pro. As I asked them, what age did you turn pro? They said, we're not yet pros. Shoot.
Another one. But if this lines up on the side, he can just jack up and take the 10 on the side.
Munching Mystica. Legendary coach. Our referee now, he's looking very intently at this one.
Kaya pa. Yan, ganyan.
Yeah.
So may konting awang pa pala. Cue ball nga lang medyo mag-wild dito.
Nope.
Kapal.
Didn't leave it easy though.
Yeah.
For Kenneth.
That's good news for him.
But if Kenneth is a bank shot artist, this should be good. And just call the bank shot.
Yan ang magandang laban. Laban kung laban, di ba? Oops.
Not quite sure if he intended to play safe on that. Should have been a routine back for him, but here comes Goy Goy. And he will re-steal rack number 7. So there you go. Marvin Pastor now climbs to a 4-3 lead against Kenneth Arpilleda. Back with us here at Sharks for our continuing coverage of the Hard Times 10-Ball Cup. You are watching the 6th match in the round of 16. This is featuring the youngsters, 28-year-old Kenneth Arpilleda and 21-year-old Marvin Pastor, who's at the table right now after a dry break by Kenneth. And Marvin Pastor leads 4 racks to 3 against Kenneth. My name is Noel Zarate alongside AJ Ong. Of course, I am speaking straight English and AJ Ong is speaking whatever he wishes.
Okay.
No clean shot on the 1 here.
Push out, of course. hit this, which he does. Produces nothing. Medyo magulong layout dito.
See where the problems are. Looks like the 2 passes the 10 anyway. And he's also decided to just open up the table more. That's Kenneth Arpilleda. So now Marvin Pastor. The 4 and the 8 remain to be the only issues here, because the 6 can actually hit the 9 in to the side. Oh, great attack. Good position on the 2. Just needs to play this at the right speed to get the 3 on the side. He's going to take care of the 6-9. Well, that's still good. Now getting position on the 4 from the 3. Unless he wants to use the 4 to hit the 6-9. Oh, he missed on the 3 though. So he was going for a 6-9 billiard.
Bank shot or a combination here.
Yeah, he might ram the 4 into the 6-9 and open up the table.
Yeah, or maybe he's gonna get this through a billiard.
No, that's what it's looking like right now.
Nicely done, but does not clear the 8.
However, it does play into a 4-8 combination, which is makeable. He's shaking his head though. Wanted to be more perfect on this.
Yeah, I think he wanted the 4 to clear the 8.
Yeah.
Can play safe here, but decides to
Yeah.
make a combination. Nicely done.
Those are the easier combinations, the ones that are not really aligned.
Mhm.
That you have to just invent like some kind of an angle for it.
That's right. Needs to play inside for the 4. Cut this in.
Yeah,
Pero
he's-
yung 7 nga pala nandito, no?
yeah.
Maliit lang ang landing spot niya dito if he wants to.
Well, if he just opens it up, it's fine.
Yeah, pwede rin. Opposite corner naman dito sa 5.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna go for a bank. Wasn't even close there though.
Yeah. He was really thinking of the position for the 5.
Now Goy Goy has this 4. Landing on the 5 is gonna be tricky though.
And a special shout out to Team Unfriend from Alexander Velarde. At
Interesting.
pinabati niya si Idol Monching Mystica.
Interesting name too.
Alexander Velarde.
No, Team Unfriend.
Team Unfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 is on the point though.
But it can go to the side.
You can actually play this with inside and take the 6 up table.
Pero para lusot naman nata itong 6.
He's going to miss it, though.
Yeah.
He did play it inside and try to play the 6-up table. So pretty much this is where Kenneth Arpilleda wants the cue ball to be after dealing with his 5. If it's not on the point, then it's makeable.
Yeah, makeable on the sides. Bounce, 1 rail for the 7.
If it's on the point, this is an issue.
Yeah, if it's on the point, may hirapan siya dito.
No, it wasn't
Mali
on
na
the
nga,
point,
yeah.
yeah.
Perfect.
Kenneth Arpilleda, 2 balls away from tying the score once again at 4-all.
Balikatan ng laban dito.
Yeah.
Grabe.
We've hardly seen any true safety play between these two, so it's been more of
Fire with fire.
yeah, offense, then miss, and then make the other pay, then offense, miss, make the other pay. And you notice usually during the last 2 or 3 balls, there is an error that comes into play.
That's right. And shout out to Jim Patak and to Henry John Xavier Marquez. Ayan. And of course, we would like to thank Bugsy Promotions, Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Billy's Resort in Oslob, Cebu, Aqua V, Mudcakes by V, V Lugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao, Kikarex Kayanong ng Target on air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Bounce Apparel, Music Avenue, Vehement, all about the process, Dehadista and Llamadista Sports Bar in Timog, Quezon City, Outsville, Magic Chalk, JB Cases, Thoroughbred Layered Tips, Ropa Commercial, Billiard Planet, and Hard Time Sports Bar.
This break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. Pretty good break there coming from Marvin Pastor. The only issue right now lies in the 5 ball and the 9. You can actually address this from either this shot or the shot on the 2. Everything else is right there. In fact, there's a 7-10 combination that could be available for the player that gets there first. Tries to address it from the 1. Will not be able to address it now from the 2. He's going to have to take his chances because the way he landed on the 2, the 5-9 can't be touched anymore. Django Bustamante would actually play a safety behind the 9.
Pwede. Pwede yan. So ito bounce off lang tundos and take the 4 on the side. Yung kombinasyon, mukhang sa 6 ata manggagaling din yan. Pwede.
Could be.
And shout out to Aizel Cadelinia, Gerald Ramos Maas, and Acer Vencer.
He might take it on now. He called it 10-ball corner. Because that 5 was a big problem.
Ito, good call from Aris Almaro. He's gonna go for a 4-10, sabi niya.
Yeah. It's exactly what he's lining up. And he'll get it.
There you have it.
So the 21-year-old Marvin Pastor takes the lead. 5 wins to 4, and he will be trying to get on the hill in the next rack. And we are now entering rack number 10 in what is a very, very close matchup between these two youngsters. Kenneth Arpilleda trailing 5-4 against Marvin Pastor. This break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shops, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. And ball made on the break. However, the cue ball got kicked backwards by the 6 and now has been obstructed by the 4. So Kenneth has a choice here to make where to push out. Look at the layout. The 7 ball, after the 4 is made, the 7 ball does pass on that side, going to the other corner. Marvin Pastor, or Goy Goy to his friends, has an open shot on the 1 after the push out. It's not going to be an easy shot, though. He's already plotting until the 6 ball if he can get this one.
And good afternoon to Robin Hood Cruz
Ah,
from Australia.
so in Robin Hood's area, it should be about 6 or 7 p.m. already. So a safety. Although the 1 appears to be seen. This is going to take a while because there are so many hiding places down there. Now Marvin Pastor has shown that he has an affinity to the jump shot. He's doing his best not to bring out the jump cue. He's going to kick at this 1 ball using 2 rails. The counter safety.
Yeah, good result.
Part of the
Although,
1, yeah.
Yeah,
Part of the 1 can be seen.
may be seen. That's right.
Might be a lot more than just part of the 1. He might actually see the whole ball. But it's still being blocked by the 4. This is Kenneth Arpilleda. If you're just joining us, we already mentioned he is the son of Victor Arpilleda, former national team campaigner. Called the 4. Nicely done. One can go to the side. He can just bounce back down and get the 2 and the 3 in the side as well. And again, as you can see, the 7 ball is not attached to the 10. And it does pass to the corner pocket. That's the problem, though. See, he would have been perfect on the 2 if he had made the 1.
Yeah, but that was a tough shot.
Now let's see if Marvin Pastor Well, we'd like to give a special shout out to Ashley Tuazon, who is also watching us right now. And this is a good result. He's going to call the one ball into the corner pocket. That means he's going to kick at this from the long rail. Good contact and sells out the one ball. And effectively, Marvin Pastor may have the whole rack.
Yeah, walang problema dito. 7 past the 10. That's it. Roll forward dito sa uno. Take the 2 and 3 on the side. Same pocket.
Might even elect to take the 3 into the corner because of where the 5 is.
Yeah, kung sa corner naman tong 3, roll din siya papunta dito sa sa 2. Pero sa tingin ko mukhang papapasukin niya yung 3 dito sa may side din.
Other side. Or same.
Pwedeng same. Or ito.
Other side.
Other side. Maraming salamat, Tochi Azares. Perfect combo daw, init ng laban. Pero ang lamig daw ng boses. Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you. And this one, he's gonna draw straight for the 6.
Remember that the 7 ball only passes into the corner pocket where the 6 is near. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Scratch. So yung stroke niya doon hindi talaga maganda yung pag-follow through. Instead, nabitin, nag-drift yung bola papunta sa side.
If Kenneth can land perfectly on this 7, we could have a tied match. This is the correct side to take this on.
Tapos 7, kabila.
Just there. That's the only pocket where the 7 is available.
And from Monterey, California, good afternoon to you, Ken Rib, and you are very welcome. We also have Jose Haen from Tarlac, Erickson Del Barrio.
Champ.
Yes, and Armando Pelicano Jr.
Thank you for joining us. This is Noel Zarate speaking in straight English and AJ Ong speaking gibberish. No,
Gibberish.
AJ's doing a great job speaking gibberish. So Kenneth Arpilleda is going to tie this up once again.
Yeah. 5 wins again.
No one has taken more than a 1-rack lead in this contest. So somebody is breaking for the hill, and that's going to be Marvin Pastor.
And of course, we would like to thank our sponsors, Bugsy Promotions, Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu, Aqua V, Mudcakes by V, V Lugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao, kay Karex Kayanong ng Target on Air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Bounce Apparel, Music Avenue, Vehement, all about the process, Dehadista and Llamadista Sports Bar in Timog, Quezon City, Outsville, Magic Chalk, JB Cases, Thoroughbred Layer Tips, Billiard Planet, Wapa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar.
This break is going to yield the 5, and of course it's brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Europa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. So the 1 is probably going to be a rail first.
Or a bit of a swerve here
Yeah.
to get around the 6.
Well, this is a tall kid, so he can actually achieve that. If he doesn't really need to be, if you look at it, if he isn't 100% eclipsed by the 6, he can actually still take this rail first. No, he's going to swerve it though. There you go.
Because if he takes it rail first, it's hard for him to get a position for the 2.
You're right. It's
But
going to be
now-
hard for him to get position on the 3 though.
Yeah, that's right. He landed a bit awkward there. Maybe he could produce some kind of safety here.
Yeah, it's a safety would look good. I mean, thin the 2, send the cue ball down. Or just hit the 2 flush, use the 7 as the blocker. Looks like he can hit the 2 straight on and use the 7 ball as a blocking ball.
Yeah, that's possible. But let's see kung anong nasa utak niya.
Going offensive here doesn't really have any value.
Siyempre habang nag-iisip itong si Marvin, binabati namin si Ferdinand de Lusong,
Mm-hmm.
Tep Tep Calixtro, Michael John Yap.
So he decided to pot the 2, created a problem with the 4 and the 7, and he has to make a very thin cut on the 3. So this is where I'm saying that the value might not be the same as the returns. And he's going to end up playing a safety anyway, but this is a visible safety. Something that Kenneth can actually bank. Or play a counter using the 4-7 that is just created by Marvin. Just like this. Part of the 3 ball is still showing. But that's not going to do it.
Yeah, sold out the 3.
The 4 might actually be available in the opposite corner. He's hitting the 3.
Yes. If he's straight, he can just stop it right there.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
He's so straight in. All he needs to stop, get the 6. This rack should be his. And Kenneth Arpilleda could be on the hill.
He might bump the 7
That
a
makes
little.
sense, yeah.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense.
Just like that. Take the 6 on the side.
Look at his speed. His tempo change quickly.
Yeah. So he has a good angle here. Just pot the 7. Draw 1 rail. Perfect. Same goes for the 9.
He'll be okay here.
Going for the hill, Kenneth Arpilleda for win number 6. Needs to reach out for the 10. There should be no problem here. Nicely done.
Should have said safe to say.
Wag, patay tayo kay Victor niyan. Shoutout pala kung nanonood ka, Mr. Victor Arpilleda. Kita-kits soon.
So Kenneth Arpilleda will now be breaking for the match against the 21-year-old on your screens, Marvin Goy Goy Pastor. And the winner of this match gets the very, very fantastic privilege of facing in the quarterfinals Francisco Bustamante. This break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. Cue ball has disappeared.
Yeah, and it's a bad time for a scratch on the break. And look at this. He could attack the 10 from here using the 1.
Yeah. Or just make the 1 and you have more space.
But
Oh, he's doing the 1.
for it. Yeah, he's going to attack it.
I thought he would try to make the 1 first and attack it with the 2 because he's got more space. But ball in hand.
Well, if he can do it, then should do it. Tama nga, sabi ni Gerald Ramos, Maas 110. Yun na nga. Thank you, Jared Bathan from Los Angeles. Maraming salamat. And good afternoon to you. And we may be treated for a hill here.
Make sure the tip doesn't touch the ball and the ball goes forward. That's going to be a foul. A rail first. Rail first.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that's it. Hill na nga ito, mga kaibigan.
This is our first hill in the round of 16, by the way.
That's right. Kenneth Arpilleda, Marvin Pastor, tied up with 6 wins apiece.
So again, the winner of this match is going to go up against Francisco Bustamante. That'll be tomorrow, of course. As we continue with the quarterfinal round, we will have the 2 remaining quarterfinal round matches tomorrow, as well as the 2 quarterfinal matches, and I think the semifinals, because it's the final day is tomorrow. So we'll have the 2 quarterfinal matches remaining and then 2 semifinal matches until the finals. Now, starting the quarterfinal round, it will be a winner's break. Still a race to 7, but it'll be a winner's break already in the quarterfinal round. And come the semis, it will be a race to 8 winner's break, and the final will be a race to 9 winner's break. So look at
Nice
this.
safety.
Yeah, hill match, and we have a safety war.
Siyempre, dito nalalabas ang safety nila dito.
And this is the way you want to end it.
Of course.
Up next, of course, in this one, guys, it will be Jericho Banyares taking on Nikoy Lining.
The silver lining. Yan, magandang matchup na naman ang susunod dito. Kaya mga ka-Sharkanatics, just stay tuned with us.
Oh, look at this response.
Yeah, he got hooked here. Dito sa G's.
He can just swerve away from this. Yeah, he's just gonna masse around. Or is he gonna go kick? Looks like he's gonna kick at the 1.
Good shot. But kita itong uno.
All right, the key shot here now is from the 2 to the 3. Because again, the 3's got a very small landing spot. So preparing from the 1 to the 2 is going to be crucial. I played it safe. Oh, this is a great safety,
Look
by
at
the
that.
way. Wow.
Look at that.
He has just created a hidden Mickey.
That is jail. Pero meron pa rin namang
Yeah.
one railer dito. It's not gonna be easy.
That's
for
very
sure.
that's very crafty from the 21-year-old though.
That's right.
Yeah, the colors of the bars in his jail are green and red. Now, if he does not get contact on the one, if he fouls here on the one, ball in hand, again, the key shot will be from the 2 to the 3. He's calling the one ball on the corner from the bank, just in case.
Okay, so we have a question from Paul John De Vera. Kung kailan yung laban ni Django Bustamante. And nice hit, look at that.
Sellout though.
Yeah. A possible 110, ha?
Mhm.
Pwede rin. Ayun, so balik tayo kay John Paul De Vera. Tomorrow, ang laban ni Django Bustamante.
Against one of these guys.
Yes, maghihintay muna tayo. Alin sa kanilang mananalo.
So we'll have 2 quarterfinal matches tomorrow, straight into the semis and straight into the finals. Did he call the 10?
Posibleng karambola to. Let's see.
He
Tried
called
the
it.
10, yeah.
And it
Ends up lucky.
Wow, it turns out to be a safety ball.
Yeah.
There's a one rail kick here to the 1. And if he hits it well enough, he could play another safety. He's going 2 rails. He's going to miss it.
So it's ball in hand.
Yeah, it's a very risky shot there from Kenneth Arpilleda.
He went on the hill first and yung nangyari doon, yung break niya.
Yeah.
Diba?
Led to a 110.
Yun na nga.
Now, again, getting from the 2 to the 3. That's the mission. If Marvin Pastor is able to achieve that, get the 3 in the top corner, can bounce up for the 4, and this could be over. He also has to think that Kenneth is on foul 1.
Marami naman din pwedeng pagtaguan to, no?
Look at this. He's going to try to get Kenneth into foul 2. He's going to return him
Kung saan yung kaninang tira,
Yeah.
di ba?
to that
To
red and green jail.
The green and the red. 6 and 3. Well, he's thinking about it. Maybe he's going to use the 8 this time. Okay, so changes his mind
Yeah,
again.
it's going to be the 5-8. The speed of this shot has to be perfect, though. Still like my chances going behind the 3 and the 6. There it is. Ooh, just showed itself, though. This goes to a jump shot.
Yes, this is a possible jump.
Calls the 10. From a kick.
Really?
Interesting decision here.
Good contact.
Also fixes the... Oh, now adds a problem.
Okay, yeah.
8-10.
So may insurance pa siya dito. A bit of insurance.
Mm-hmm. So did he intentionally create this angle so he can whack everything on that side?
Parang masyadong malaki yung angle niya, pero
Well, he can hit all of those balls now.
kailangan niya mapalusot to para makita yung tres.
Oh, he's going to land perfectly on it.
Perfectly done. Good navigation.
Now, looking at it now, once the 5 and 6 are gone, the 8 passes into that corner pocket. Is the 5-6 going to play into a combination? Again, this is still a riddle at this point. There's still nothing automatic about this. 3 to the 4 should be no problem, but how do you land on the 5 from the 4? Because a 5-6 is a combination ball right now.
Okay.
It's going to avoid the 10. Go 2 rails to see the 5. Maybe still enough angle to get the 5-6. Is he straight though?
Yeah, he's a bit straight here.
Well, if he's perfectly straight, then he can draw. No, he's not
It's a
straight.
bit of an angle here.
Yeah.
Yun nga, binatbat. And
Oh, still doesn't
another
leave
safety
anything.
here.
Yeah, that's a safety.
Another safety coming right up.
If you can get it behind the 6, that would be really, really good. It's going to be behind the 6, supposed to be.
And now the
This
4 is
yeah,
seen.
this is makeable.
But still, the 9 and 8 are together.
Yeah. But at least you can get to the 5 here. Oh, if he had hit that stronger, it would have been perfect. Now he's got a problem.
Yeah, he needs to use the bridge.
And he's queuing over
Over
balls.
the 8, yeah.
Wow.
So,
That was like a touch soft or a touch too hard.
yeah. This one's a makeable shot, but of course,
Ooh,
it's
I
not
don't
going
know.
to be easy.
This is tough. Yeah, he's already declined using the bridge for the moment. Now he will.
Yeah. Chine-check niya muna kung kaya niyang abutin instead.
Can he get the other bridge? Yeah, he may have to use the other one. No, he's going to try to do it by himself. Now, this guy's about 5'8", so it helps that he's a little taller.
Good shot, but
Yeah.
fell short.
He just potted the 5. That's all he did.
But this is a bankable 6.
If it's on the rail, I doubt it.
There's a bit of a space there. You can play safe as well.
No, tomorrow. Today.
And we have Jazz Villones. Magandang hapon sa'yo, Jazz. hinihintay niya itong laro ni Carlo and Jeff. Carlo Biado and Jeff Ignacio.
That's going to be our last match of the day. Yeah, if he was on the rail, it would have been really almost impossible to bank that in. So this is a great effort,
Yeah, safety.
given the circumstances.
Still, itong 8 tsaka 9. Still a problem here.
Kick
Yes.
shot to the 6, 2 rails.
Called it on the corner. Yun nasira at pinalitan ata ng 6 yun.
That's actually a great result as well. Especially if the 6 is it's not frozen though. It's not frozen by like 1/10 of a
Safety
millimeter.
behind the 8
it's
ball.
safety.
Yun nga, inisip ko, tatamaan 9. Yung 6 naman yung aakyat yan. Pero kung dikit naman siya dito,
There's rail first.
okay siya.
There's still rail first. Oh, it's really frozen. You can't even go in the direction where the 8 is. So 2 rails to the 6. This is only out.
Andrews Paredes Lumbes, shoutout sa'yo. Pati yung anak mong si Drew Kyla Lumbes. And Rudy Marmojica kakagising lang ngayon.
Oh my goodness. Good
Watching
morning.
from Abu Dhabi daw ngayon.
All right. He's all over the place.
Sana all.
Let's see what kind of fish he's going to bring home from Abu Dhabi.
Sandfish.
He's going to bring home some Arabian fish. 2 rails to the 6.
Foul.
And that foul effectively will end this match.
Yun na nga, very open layout. Very safe to say.
Oops.
Well,
You
look
heard
at
that,
this.
Rudimar?
Well, look at this.
Okay.
Ano ko ba? Tinan mo naman. That's it.
Okay.
Very open layout. For the win.
Marvin Pastor, the 21-year-old.
Doc Nicky ang very safe to say. Oo naman, sir. That's
So
very safe
I'm
to
not
say.
saying anything.
Perfect.
Okay, looks like the 21-year-old is safe from you.
Yes, syempre, binitawan ko na dahil yun naman talaga. There you have it.
Marvin Pastor advances to the quarterfinals of the first ever Hard Times 10 Ball Cup by defeating Kenneth Arpilleda in Hill match 7-6, and he will go on to face tomorrow Francisco Bustamante. So a 21-year-old going up against the legendary 57-year-old. After Francisco, of course, defeated a 23-year-old yesterday in Mark E.J. Cunanan. Up next is the matchup that a lot of people have also been waiting for. It is Jericho Panday Banyares against Antonio Nicoy Lining. Keep it right here on the Hard Times 10 Ball Cup.